So what would it feel like, look like, be like to be a millionaire? I love this topic. You know, I've brought up this subject many times, and on our radio show, we have one of the most amazing trainers, teachers in regards to millionaire mindsets, in Adam Markell. He's the CEO of Peak Potentials Training, and he's also and Peak Potential Training, of course, is part of the Harv Eker group. Harv Eker, the author of the book Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Well, I've interviewed Adam a ton. We've interviewed Harv Eker before. We've interviewed other people that really have studied the aspect of what it's like to be a millionaire. And I'm going to talk about something right now that is so cool. It's called exceeding expectations. So let me tell you this. In all of the work that I've done with these people that have made millions, continue to make millions, and even better than that, are helping other people make millions of dollars today, one of the tips that all millionaires follow is they exceed their own expectations. Well, what does that mean? For most of us, when we set a goal of losing a certain amount of weight or making a certain amount of money, when we hit that goal, we're satisfied. But from a millionaire point of view, it's not that way. In other words, what they'll do is they'll hit a goal of making a certain amount of money or whatever, they're building their business in a certain way, reaching so many new franchisees or whatever their goal is, and they'll be happy with it, but then they'll say, let's exceed it. In other words, we reached our goal last year, or we reached our goal early, let's exceed it. Exceed expectations. Recently, I spoke to the board of directors of a university in Florida, and they were talking about how they wanted to really excel in their role on the board of directors. And I asked them what was the criteria. You know, how many students did they need to recruit individually every year, and how many events they need to go to, and how much money were they all individually responsible for raising as a member of the board of directors. And they all gave these numbers out, and I said, how many have equaled the responsibility? In other words, how many have met your goals? No one raised their hand. I said, you know what we're going to do for the next year? We're going to exceed those expectations. And of course, you saw some of them look at me like, oh my Lord, what are you talking about? We're not even reaching our goals yet. But you're not reaching your goals, and that doesn't matter because we need to go past them. In other words, someone on the board of directors is a role model. The expectation is to exceed goals. If you're a role model in life, if you're a manager, if you own a business, if you own your own business, we need to be presenting ourselves in such a way that we exceed our own expectations. Now, why is this so important, you might ask? Because when you exceed your own expectations on a regular basis, you will be more intrinsically motivated. In other words, you're going to be more motivated from within when you're setting goals and you're beating them on a regular basis. So I had them all do an exercise at this board of directors meeting where that they paired up with someone in the room and they set a goal to hold each other accountable. Maybe that's all you need to exceed your own expectations. Get an accountability partner. Ask someone to hold your feet to the fire. Maybe it's a coach, maybe it's a trainer, maybe it's a best friend, maybe it's your partner. Although for the most part I say don't use your partner because that can cause problems in a relationship. I'm going to leave you with this. Exceed your expectations. Set them high. Get help. Surround yourself with a great mastermind group, a great support system, a great professional to hold you accountable, and then exceed your expectations. When you do that, you will be intrinsically, internally motivated and ready to do more in life than you could ever imagine possible. If you need a mentor, a coach, if you need someone to hold you accountable to exceed your own expectations right now, contact me directly at talkdavid.com. We've been doing this for over 20 years. I'd love to help you exceed all expectations in life. talkdavid.com. Let's rock.